Good afternoon, friends. Well, today I thought I would make this fun, I don't know, square column fun fold. Maybe folds flat to fit in your envelope, regular size envelope, but then it folds up and you've got this square column that will let it stand on a mantle, a table, an entryway, wherever. So I know we've made this card before. It's been a while. But I thought that it really lent itself for a Christmas card. So I'm going to make one of these today. Now you can make it, birthday or thank you or whatever you want to, but I need some Christmas cards still. So that's definitely what I'm going to do. All right. So the base that I'm using, the shaded spruce, is 5.5 by 10 and an eighth. 5.5 and 10 and an eighth. Never seem to have enough space, do I? 10 and 1/8. There we go. Okay, and then I am going to score at 4 1/4, 5 3/4, 7 1/4, and 8 3/4. Okay, and then I can move this out of the way. And that makes the base of our card. Okay, so then all I'm going to do is just make those folds so that they are going to make our square column. It's been a while since we made one of these. I don't remember what, we used for it initially. But this is just going to fold that. That's all there is to it. And then this just folds nice and flat down to go in the envelope. So let's see, I'm using some of the paper from our Joy of Christmas. Okay, we've been using a lot of this paper recently, but I was using a piece in here. I just really thought this was striking. Really pretty. Oops. So for the designer paper, I'm going to need 2 pieces that are 1 3/8 by 5 3/8, and I've already cut this at 5 3/8. So I just need to do the 1 3/8, 1 3/8. There's those 2, and then I need 1 piece that's just 1 1/8. And that's it. Okay, and then I need 2 pieces of white that I'd already cut that are 1 3/8 by 5 3/8. So the same as these 2 pieces of designer paper. All righty, so we'll put this together. So I want to put, and again, you could put, if you wanted to put designer paper on all 3 of these sides, no sense in putting it on this side because that's going to be underneath. You could. I'm just going to decorate the front of, this piece here. So I'm only going to put designer paper on this side and this side of the square, and then the smaller piece will go here down the side. Actually, I'll go ahead and just put that on first. Yeah, this time of year, it's nice. I've got a lot of my Christmas cards made. I've been working on those, of course, since like July. But I always have those extra ones I need for somebody at work or a neighbor or somebody that I forgot to get one for. So I like to have the extras right now so that I'll have plenty, and anything that I don't need, I'll just have left over for next year. And hope that I don't send the same person the same card 2 years in a row. And I'm sure I've probably done that at some point, although I try not to. I'm just putting the designer paper here. So again, I went ahead and folded this, remember, and I'm going to put a piece there so that when it's closed, you know, I'll have the designer, white designer, and when it's open, I'll have your white designer because this piece is going to go right here. I just think it gives it some symmetric look. This is a nice card because you don't have to write a lot on the inside, not much room. Okay, let me stick this one on here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead even in this last panel, stick it down. It's hard for me to see the green on green to see where one stops and the other starts. So just open it up. Okay, and I'm just putting this flat to make my, I'm just making my square. Okay, so now this will fold flat and will open. Okay, so on the front of this one, you know, we've used this set, which is the handcrafted elements, and this is in the catalog. This was this set. Okay, so it's just, it was just the dies. This stamp set, if you wanted it, would have been, you know, an addition. But I really liked this where they had split the ornament. So I'd taken, where's the ornament? There it is. I had taken this ornament. You can see I had it in red. I had split it and then put the words on the inside, similar to what they did there. Okay, but this time I thought maybe I would do something a little bit different. Let's see. So I can still use the ornament if I want. And you know, when we've used it before, we've just put this piece on the back. So it just makes the actual ornament without splitting it and making it bigger, which is what I thought I would do this time. Thought this was such a clever set. You know, I love the clever dies. Just can't help myself. Okay, and this is such a big crafting time of year. You know, everybody's working on little gifts or cards or table decor or cooking. All right, so I was going to put this on here and I was going to put this here, but see, that looks still a little bit plain. So I thought I might even mount it up on top of this, but I would still like, I could either put a piece of the designer paper here. Maybe I won't do that this time. Where did I put my trimmer? I know I just laid it to the side. There it is. Need to have a handy dandy assistant that can say, oh, here. Like, you know, the surgeons got their assistant to hand them the tools and stuff. All right, so this one, I'm cutting 3 of these pieces, and I'll only need 1 of the white. They're all the same size anyway, so no worries. We'll just use this one here. And I should say on the original card, these dots actually came out of this Cheers to the Season. I like using just the dots to kind of make something in the background if you don't want it to be quite so stark. And this paper does kind of have direction, so I wanted to make sure I'm putting it on the way that I like. There we go. And I could either put this just on here. Didn't punch out the little hole on this one either. Not too late to do it now. All right, so do I want the piece of, you know what, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to put this, I'll put it up a little bit high. I will maybe put a little piece of ribbon on there. And I've got some real red. I think that might look pretty. Sometimes you figure out other things to do along the way. Maybe you want to add some sequins or some glitter or some wink of Stella or just something else. It's a Christmas card, so usually those tend to be a little more flashy, a little more sparkle than maybe just the regular card. Okay, I'm still going to pop this up on here. And last time, I want to make sure that I'm popping it in the middle, because last time when I was making this one, I put it over to the side and I thought, well, that's not going to work because then I'm outside of, the area I want to stick it onto. So again, be careful with that. This up here because I thought maybe about taking either this little tag or this little tag to do something on. I could do. I don't think that 'Tis the Season will fit. I think that's going to be a little bit too big. Yes. So we will just use You're an Angel. That one's pretty small. I'm going to just stamp that on a small piece of white. I'll stamp it in green. Okay. And then on the inside piece, you might have enough room. No, that's a little wide. We'll just do the Merry Christmas like I did on the other one. When it's a photopolymer stamp, I like to use my foam. It's such a pretty Merry Christmas. Sometimes there's one or two stamps out of the set that just really catch your eye. I like them all, but I use that one more. All right, so I was thinking I would put that there. And I was going to get my little punch to punch this out. See if that will fit. No. So let's try. I have a little circle. I guess we'll just trim this. It's always an option. no, I did not stamp this totally straight. So let's see what we can do. It looks just about even to me. Somebody else might say, no, that's not even. All right, I'm going to just stick that on here. Could have also put it on one of these tags. This little tag comes in there, and that would have been cute there too. But I'm going to use this. I'm going to use, I was thinking I might put that on there. I think I will. The liquid glue really works well for this. Okay. Then I'm going to stick that right underneath there, just for something different. Again, I'm just putting adhesive down the middle because I don't want it coming out on either side. There we go. And like I said, it doesn't matter that these are wider because it's folding down. Stick the Merry Christmas on the inside. And I did get out 2 envelopes, so I can go ahead and stamp those. There we go. So what you decide to put on this piece on the inside is totally up to you. See how cute these are? So, you know, whether you use designer paper on all 3 panels, which you can absolutely do, or you only use it on 2, both of these will stand up and be ready for display. And I will find my envelopes and stamp those with the Merry Christmas also, so that we'll be done. All right, so I hope you might try one of these. Again, the measurements are here, and I think it makes a really pretty card. And I'll see you later. Have a good day.